But you're supposed to be in the honeymoon. I think that's what you're supposed to be. But you are welcome. Is there in his hand that he has a ring? And like I said, instead of being in the honeymoon, he's here also working. He is part of the selflessness that I've mentioned. The woman is waiting for you after plenary. Please go and meet her. Now, let's look at our votes and proceedings for Monday, December 8, 2025. And I'm going to take us through from page 1. Page 2. Page 3. Page 4. Page 5, which is the last page. Page 5, the last page. In the absence of no comments or observation, I must say that I've also read and to confirm that this is the true reflection of what transpired on that same day. And on that note, the votes and proceedings for Monday, December 8, 2025 is hereby approved. Now, any message from Mr. Governor? Well, let me say that Mr. Governor expresses his special greetings to members. And he said, I should commend you for your sacrifice. He said, I should also thank you for doing a great job in the state. And he said, note that God is the rewarder and that adequately you will be rewarded, compensated by God. And Mr. Governor also expressed his desire that the budget could be passed as soon as possible. And I've assured him, because I know the level of job that you have done, particularly in the budget defense, and I know the Committee on Finance and Appropriation, if I'm correct, are already rounding up on their reports, and that will be done as early as possible. So, any other announcement from members? Yes, Honorable Karim sent his appreciation on your support during this moment. Well, it's not a moment of grief, but it's a moment of celebration of the departure of his dear father. Yesterday was the 8th Fidao prayer, and some of us were there yesterday. He expressed his appreciation for your presence and your moral and financial support for that day. Just like Honorable Okushaki also expressed his appreciation for the double celebration, the occasion of the 75th birthday of his, am I correct? 75th birthday of his dear darling mother. And he also appreciates you for the large turnout witnessed on that day, and also the wedding ceremony between him and his heartthrob of many years, and which they have now done what I call the legal seal, put on their union. And we say, congratulations. Now, any public petition? Okay. Don't leave it. Any other announcements? Yes. Before I also proceed, you will recall, dear colleagues, you will recall that the governor transmitted 82 kits and investment approval process. These are documents for implementation of framework for responsibility and inclusive land-intensive agriculture, otherwise known as FRILIA, in Ekiti State. And I know that we have studied it. And after that, I'm aware that after our work, all we need is just to approve these, they are like regulations which we have all considered. So, if I may, I will only ask, having studied this freely and already discussed at parliamentary, I will just ask that the House adopt these 8 freely. So I will only put the question. Does, sorry? Those in favor that the 8 toolkits and investment approval process document for the implementation of framework for responsibility and inclusive land intensive agriculture, otherwise known as FRILIA in Ekiti State, be adopted and approved by this House, say aye. Aye. Those against say nay, the ayes have it. So the 8 toolkits and investment approval process document for the implementation of framework for responsibility and inclusive intensive agricultural FRILIA in Ekiti State has been approved by this House. And on that note, I hereby direct the clerk of the House to ensure its transmission back to the governor and the implementing agencies. Thank you. Any public matter of urgent public importance? Yes, Honorable Femi Akindele.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, dear colleagues. Good afternoon once again. Right Honorable Speaker, my name is Honorable Femi Olanrewaju Akindele. I represent the entire celestial and terrestrial bodies of Rep. Federal Constituency 1. Right Honorable Speaker, in line with your mantra for us, for the 7th Assembly, as responsive and responsible legislation. Right Honorable Speaker, this morning I rise to bring to the notice of honorable members and your office the activities of lorries, truck drivers, and all manner of vehicles that are transporting unstable materials, debris, gravel, sand, stones from one point to the other in Ekiti State. Right Honorable Speaker, the activity of these truck drivers caused a very devastating accident along New Inn Road just last week. An SUV rammed into it, and the SUV had a very fatal accident that took him off from a lane to another lane, and that vehicle was right off because the granite fell from truck, and they refused to park from the road, and that unsuspecting SUV driver rammed into it, and the vehicle was taken to other lane, and that was the end of that car because of negligence of this set of people. Right Honorable Speaker, I'm bringing to the fore today that the activity of these truck drivers negates the laws of the land. In fact, the road safety law under Section 10 from A to R spells out everything that has to be done by any commuter, especially drivers or road users on the road. Right Honorable Speaker, as a result of this activity, we have had in the past of Okada rider that had accident because sand fell from a truck, a tipper, right in front of the Okada rider, right into the eyes of the Okada rider, and all of them, they had accident. Right Honorable Speaker, what I'm bringing to the fore this afternoon is to let the security agencies in the state, let them be alive to their duty, because under our laws, they are not supposed to transmit or transport any unstable material such as gravel, sand, stones from any point to the other without tarpaulin coverage. all these trucks ought to have tarpaulin coverage, which is the norm, which is what is specified in our law. Right, these people, they've carried on their business over the year without obeying this law. And that has led to untimely death for other road users. And Right Honorable Speaker, not only them, there is a practice of people dumping or dropping sand, maybe because as a result of development, blocking almost half of the road and different streets across the state capital and across our community. This practice has been on without unabated. This practice has been on without caution. This practice has led to so many fatalities in the town. We can't come this afternoon and read out number of fatalities we have had in the past. But Right Honorable Speaker, this house can cause these untoward hard actions to be stopped. Right Honorable Speaker, this house by a resolution, and by whatever you profess at the chair, can stop these activities that has led to the untimely loss of life in the town. These words I brought to the fore this afternoon.
I think, dear colleagues, rather than making this a matter of urgent public importance, this should be a motion. And with the leave of this House, we will grant you the leave to make it a motion, and so that we can come up with a resolution on this instead of making this a matter of urgent public importance. Because one of the primary, not even one of, the primary objective of a government is to ensure safety of life, protection of life and property. And like you just mentioned, just because of these activities, it has led to loss of lives. And that is our responsibility here. Please, I think, make it a motion. Let's make it a motion.
Right Honorable Speaker, thank you for the guidance, and thank you for the right leadership, and thank you for your concern for the people and the masses of Ekiti State. I rise again this afternoon to move a motion that all truck drivers, all lorry and truck drivers that are transporting unstable materials such as gravel, sand, stones, those ones cannot spill. That's transporting unstable materials from one point to the other that can cause injury to others. Right Honorable Speaker, I rise this afternoon, and that even the people dumping sand on the road, thereby inhibiting free access on the road, that they should stop forthwith and they obey the law of the land. I so move. Thank you.
Thank you. Any seconder to that? Yes, Honorable Babatunde Abiodun Faweku.
Thank you. Right Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues. I am Babatunde Abiodun Faweku. I represent Idosi Constituency 1. I rise to second the motion as moved by Honorable Femi Akindele that all heavy-duty trucks, mini trucks that are moving goods, iron, blocks, because under second Mensa, on our way to the airport, I discovered.
Sorry, can you just second the motion first?
Okay.
Then you are.
I so second.
All right.
Thank you.
So then,
on my way to the airport, during the commissioning of the airport, I discovered people building fences, how to put their sands and blocks, the concrete blocks, on the newly constructed road, at both sides of the road. A newly constructed road, for the road is meant to ameliorate the poverty, the sufferings of people. And now people are clogging the road by not making it that accessible. Likewise, some other places like that. So that is the reason why I said block industries, construction sites, people doing construction should be equally cautioned too. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
well, dear colleagues, to me, this is a motion. This motion is to regulate the movement of unstable materials on our road, particularly the activities of tipper lorries and what do you call them again? So, and then also to ban, that's the second leg of the motion, is a motion to also call for ban or to place a ban on dropping of sands, gravels, and other materials on our road. Everything that is meant to, anything that prevents right of ways in Ekiti State, particularly on our major roads, that this house is hereby called by that motion to place a ban. And also the motion is calling on all the necessary agencies and MDAs who has anything to do with this particular group of people should also be called upon to enforce this resolution. I think those are that's the motion. So those in favor that the activities of the tipper lorry and those carrying unstable materials on our roads in Ekiti State should be regulated, particularly that necessary protection should be placed. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say the ayes have it. Also, those in favor that the unregulated placement of sands, gravel, and other unsuitable materials on our road be banned in Ekiti State. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say the ayes have it. And the third leg of it is that all security agencies in Ekiti State and all the enforcing ministries and implementing ministries are hereby called for the enforcement of this resolution. If you are in support, say aye. Aye. If you are against, say nay, and then the ayes have it. Thank you. Clerk of the House, ensure that this resolution is communicated appropriately to the governor and to all the concerns, the security agencies, ministries implementing it, and if they have association, like Lorry Tipper Association and the rest of them, let us have it. Thank you. Now, before we move on, you remember we just approved Freelia. For the sake of the people at home, I think they need to know few things about it. Leader of the House, can you quickly rush through for the people at home to understand these regulations that we have just approved? Read them out. Clerk. He has it.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Just summarize it.
Yes.
Then, if they need details, they can consult the clerk. From page 1, Ed Deeper.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Give me that one.
My dear colleagues, good morning once again. I'm Honorable Tori Lokwege. I represent the Southwest Constituency 2. For the purpose of education for our people at home, the Ekiti State Development and Investment Promotion Agency.
Leader, can you just go to for example, this is EDIPA should be the primary entry point for all large. These are the things that we are doing there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so under the process stage,
yes,
we have stage 1, which is initial inquiries and know your customer. A is EDIPA should be the primary entry point for all large data agricultural investments in the state, except peasant farmers, who should be referred to the MAFS. EDIPA approached by a potential investor, or in some cases, EDIPA may reach out to a potential investor.
The media and communication, the House Committee on Media, you will do a comprehensive report on this for education of the people. So, leader, please don't worry, so that we can gain some time. But it's also to be noted that you can sit down. It is to be noted that one, this approval is on the framework for responsible and inclusive land-intensive agriculture. It is also a framework That is the whole essence of it. So media, Committee on Media, please do a comprehensive one for our people. Thank you very much. Now, any personal explanation? Honorable Takwelonge? Yes, you earlier had a report before this house, and there was a matter that also cropped up at the national level.
Yes, sir.
That you want to bring to the notice of the house. Please go ahead.
Right Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues, my name is Longe Temitope Ademola. I represent the good people of Oye Constituency 1, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise before you this afternoon with very profound respect to bring to your notice a development that just happened yesterday by the federal government. A development which was championed by the Federal Inland Revenue Service. A development that has actually vindicated the position.
Honorable Femi Fasula, please approach the chair.
A development that has actually vindicated the position of this House on an issue that we have discussed and debated here, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, you will recall that some time ago, our committee was mandated to investigate the activities of certain characters that claim to be tax collectors for the state government on our roads. And we debated the issue here. Our committee brought forward our report. And Mr. Speaker, you will also recall that you directed that we should consult more widely, inviting FIRS, the Algon Chair, and the Jora people. And Mr. Speaker, I have the honor and privilege to let you know this morning that the FIRS, according to their mandate by the federal government, has actually abolished same. And with your leave, sir, I would like to read to you the statement issued by FIRS just yesterday in respect of that, sir. I hope I can go ahead. Can I go ahead, sir?
Yes.
As your lordship pleases, sir. Okay. Right Honorable Speaker, once again with profound respect, I want to bring to your notice an issue that we have debated here at some point. You will recall that you mandated us to investigate the activities of certain people that collect tax on the roads. These people that put wood on the road in our state and even in other states in the country. You will recall.
Honorable Takwelonge, can we and dear colleagues, let me quickly seek our indulgence. There is a matter we're supposed to attend to. Now, we will stand down this sitting for 10 minutes. We'll just stand down the sitting for 10 minutes, then we'll take you again. Thank you very much. So let's stand down the sitting. Thank you.
projecting the laws, promoting the oversight, capturing accountabilities, showing impacts and inputs. EKHA TV, the eyes have it. Projecting the laws, promoting the oversight, capturing accountabilities, showing impacts and inputs. EKHA TV, the eyes have it.
Say hi. If I can say the high service.
The Governor of Ekiti State, Mr. Biodun Oyebanji, has assured that his administration will further increase the speed of progress in the 2 remaining years ahead. Presenting his second State of the State address at the State House of Assembly, Oyebanji noted the strides his administration has recorded in upgrading the Ekiti economy despite all odds and ensuring investment promotion. He highlighted progress made in driving the education and health sectors to a pride of place, ensuring welfare of workers and pensioners, promoting agriculture, and ensuring security, law, and order are upheld, among other milestones recorded.
We will continue to work with our security partners to ensure that no gaps are allowed and continuous improvement is entrenched. Governance derives its force from law and its compass from sound policies. Mr. Speaker, I would like to thank the leadership of the honorable members of the State of Assembly for being worthy and reliable partners in this regard.
Earlier in his remarks, the Speaker, Right Honorable Adeoye Aribasoye, said that the legislature has interlocked effectively with the executive in actualizing the mandate of the administration.
In these past 2 years, the synergy between the State House of Assembly, affectionately known as the 7th Assembly, and the executive arm led by Mr. Governor has been nothing short of exemplary. Together, we have worked diligently to realize the core mandates encapsulated within the 6 pillars of Mr. Governor's administration. This partnership has fostered significant achievements in business and economic reforms, fiscal responsibility, probity, and accountability.
In this house, we are the representative of the people, and I deem it necessary for us to move a motion, that I will move a motion, that the social contract that Ekiti people signed with Mr. Governor should be renewed to extend beyond 2026 to 2030.
Lawmakers took turns to analyze the successes and gains of the first 2 years of the regime. Babajide Agbeyo, for EKHA TV.
It is, when we came in the 3rd Assembly, Ekiti was still a bit young, but what you see now, and that's what I applauded the President Speaker for. He's done a fantastic job, sincerely. I said it when I came in one of his programs that I was invited for the last time, and I make bold to say this. I'm a giver of, I don't mince words, I say it the way I say it. He has taken that legislative arm of government to another level, which we didn't have when we were there. And for me, I say it as I see it, like I said. So we're improving. And I just said to you, don't forget, you're more or less parallel to what is happening in the National Assembly as we speak. All your visuals are seen on a daily basis. Your sittings are seen around the world. And people view this, and what else do we do in the National Assembly outside of that? Nothing. But I'm not sure if you have started electronic voting yet. Even in the National Assembly, we haven't. So if you have done that, so which means you are even surpassing what we have done or what we are presently doing in the National Assembly. We haven't gotten the electronic voting system yet. So I say it all sincerely. The executive, the legislative arm, the way the symbiotic relationship between the 2 arms of government without the Speaker condescending to being a wash-up from the executive. It's a parallel system. And I say this not because I'm from Ekiti State. This is a fantastic state to be from. And it doesn't mean because you're all from the party of the government or government in power that you won't have to do your basic duties. And that's what I see again in this president, the 7th House. I watch their sittings most times, even while in Abuja, and I see the level at which they debate. And it's really, I love it. I love it. I saw a particular committee. There was one of the pictorials that I saw in Abuja being shot whilst a committee, I think it's the ministry, the Committee of Works or Transport, went to the airport to oversee the activities of the state airport. And the questions that were asked, that committee went, I think, with some commissioners there. And the questions that the members asked were very, very, very germane questions. And that clearly shows that they're up to their game in the State Assembly. That much I can say. I give it to them, the seventh house. They sincerely, in all fairness, not trying to downplay anything, but in all fairness, I think they've done pretty much well. And I think this could work too, because they have a governor that really has the heart of Ekiti at heart.
Unveiling the new Ekiti State House of Assembly website, your hub of details. Here, you have access to all you need to know about legislators and legislations in Ekiti State. Special features. This website gives you access to bills brought up, plus laws and resolutions passed by the Assembly. The website also links to EKHA TV and the live streaming of our plenary sessions on YouTube and other handles. It has the feedback window feature, which allows Ekiti people and visitors on the website to report urgent happenings and misconduct around their location or constituency. This can be sent as an audio recording for a start. Other cogent features. Have your public petitions submitted through the website to the appropriate offices. Bills and laws passed made available for public to read only. Database and profile of members of the current and previous assemblies made available to enable quick check at a glance. The news and publications of the House up for public access. Link created for people and organizations to schedule and book appointments to visit the House of Assembly. For these and more, log on to www.hoa.ek.gov.ng. Who can beat this? EKHA, first and best in e-parliament integration.
You can so far say hi. You can again say the high service.
Stakeholders in Ekiti State have discussed modalities for flood and erosion control ahead of predictions and warnings issued recently by Nigerian Meteorological Agency, NIMET. They converged at the State House of Assembly for a public hearing on flood prevention and erosion control organized by the Joint Committees of the House.
We have the belief that we have to scale up our activities, even though Haddo remained the focal point in line with the prediction of NIMET. We again got additional approval from Mr. Governor recently to scale up our activity to another 7 local governments.
When they fall 6 running hours, people can bear 2 degrees. There will be flooding. And in order to prevent damages of land and property, we saw the role the government played. The government brought excavator.
The stakeholders who applauded government effort towards checking flood-related disasters called for more enlightenment, strict compliance with environmental laws, and relevant punishment for defaulters.
Make sure your environment, you treat nature the way you want nature to respond to you. Because climate change is a thing that has come to stay with us. None of us can escape it. None of us. The global temperature today as of this morning is 1.5 degrees, and it is anticipated to rise to 3.5 degrees in the next few years. And if this will happen, that means we are in for it.
Lawmakers in attendance emphasized the need for residents to understand the negative impact of flood and other disasters as they commended proactive actions by the state government. Glory Amadife, reporting for EKHA TV. House of Assembly has highlighted the need for the police and other security outfits to go beyond reactionary approach by getting proactive in checking serious crimes in the state. This followed a motion of urgent public importance moved by the lawmaker representing Emure constituency, Honorable Mariam Ogunlade, over worrisome cases of abduction happening within her constituency.
There is need for government to work closely with traditional rulers, community leaders, and residents to foster a culture of peace and cooperation in Emure and other towns in the state. The traditional rulers and religious bodies should organize community vigilante groups and other local security initiatives to complement the effort of former security agencies.
The Assembly Speaker and other members emphasized the need to address whatever laws preventing the bearing of arms by the Amotekun Security Network and related outfits in the interest of the welfare and adequate security of the Ekiti masses.
Where is the spirit of federalism if we cannot even engage our own local police? If we cannot engage our own people to secure our land, then what is federalism? I think it is right time for us to rise to the occasion.
The lawmakers affirmed that every legislative possibility will be explored to ensure the welfare and security of the people take priority as a primary objective of government. Glory Amadife, reporting for EKHA TV.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the next goodwill message will come from the Conference of Speakers of State Assemblies. The forum is represented by Right Honorable Adeoye Aribasoye, Speaker, Ekiti State. Let's put our hands together for the representative of Conference of Speakers of State Assemblies, Right Honorable Adeoye Aribasoye, for his goodwill message.
Thank you. Your Excellency, the Senate President, Your Excellency, the Right Honorable Speaker of the House of Representatives, Your Excellency, the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, members of House of Representatives, my dear colleagues, the speakers of various state houses of assembly in Nigeria and members of House of Assembly in Nigeria, please, I think at this juncture, let me maintain the already established protocol. I mean, the one that is rightly established. Distinguished guests, it is with heartfelt honor and a profound sense of purpose that I stand before you today, representing the Conference of Speakers of State Legislatures of Nigeria at this pivotal international legislative dialogue on women and constitutional amendment in Nigeria. I extend warm greetings and solidarity from the state houses of assembly across our great federation. First and foremost, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the House of Representatives Committee on the Review of the Constitution for convening this vital engagement. Your unwavering commitment to fostering inclusive governance in Nigeria is commendable. I also wish to acknowledge the invaluable support from the Policy and Legal Advocacy Center, PLAC, and the European Union, which highlights our shared vision of empowering women and promoting their political inclusion. Today's dialogue transcends mere conversation. It is a clarion call to action, a powerful platform where legislators, civil society, and stakeholders unite to confront the entrenched challenge of gender disparity in Nigerian politics. Despite our collective efforts over the years, The statistics remain disheartening. Only 4 women serve in the Senate, that is out of 109, and a mere 16 out of 360 in the House of Representatives. And to make the matter worse, 55 out of 990 in the state houses of assembly in Nigeria, representing 5.5%. This stark underrepresentation is not just a statistic. It is a reflection of systemic barriers that we must dismantle with urgency and resolve. Thank you. I must also say that whatever I'm reading represents the opinion of 990 members of the State Houses of Assembly in Nigeria. This gathering is an opportunity, a chance to right historical wrongs and pave the way for a more equitable political landscape by advocating for specific amendments to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We can create pathways for women's leadership. Central to our mission are proposals for temporary special mayors, including gender quotas, reserved seats, and political party quotas. These mayors, already in place in countries such as South Africa and Rwanda, have proven effective in transforming political representation for women. And we must seriously consider how we can adapt them to our context in Nigeria. The state houses of assembly play a pivotal role in this constitutional review process. And I believe that it is important for us to know that we are collaborators. But today, I can say that that is not also showing in the arrangement. I look at the program, Conference of Speakers, I think it's just by insertion now. Even the city arrangement, the chairman Conference of Speakers has no place. And I think we must understand that it is important that we are important partner, and that must reflect in whatever we are doing. As representatives of the grassroots, we are closest to the people, and our legislative endorsement is critical in actualizing any amendment to the Constitution. The 1999 Constitution mandates that at least 2/3 of the state houses of assembly must ratify any proposed amendment. Therefore, our commitment is essential for driving the change that women in Nigeria so rightly deserve. I assure you, and when I say hi, I mean the 990 members of the state houses of assembly in Nigeria, that the Conference of Speakers is fully committed to ensuring that this dialogue translates into actionable and concrete results. We will continue to work with the National Assembly, but National Assembly must be ready to work with us also, and other stakeholders, to amplify the voices of women and support the necessary amendments that will pave the way for greater political inclusion. Let me close by saying, and please, if I say I'm close, you know I'm a lawyer, I may have another conclusion. Let us remember that enhancing women's political participation transcends the mere legal obligation. It is a profound opportunity to empower half of our population to contribute meaningfully to our nation's development. When women excel in leadership, our entire country flourishes. Now, to conclude, thank you for your attention, and I eagerly anticipate our productive discussion that will lead to transformative outcomes for women in Nigeria. Together, let us make this vision a reality. Thank you all.
Why are the women so excited this morning? Can we give him another round of applause, please? Thank you so much. Thank you. Once again, would like to very specially thank, that was the representative of the Conference of Speakers of State Legislatures and the Speaker of the Ekiti State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Stephen
Thank you very much, dear colleagues, and thank you for your wonderful intervention. You know, state matters require a lot of process, and more so when it comes to legislative issues. The executive session is important in most of the things we do, and thank you for that executive session. We have been able to resolve so many other things that has to do with the state. Thank you. So, Honorable Takwenonge, you are on your feet. Before we had a stand down for the executive session, please can you proceed? Thank you.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues. Once again, my name is Longe Temitope Ademola. I represent the good people of Oyo Constituency, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, you will please recall that some time ago, you mandated our committee to look into the case of these people that collect taxes on our roads statewide. And we came back here to you with our reports that the activities of those people that are collecting illegal taxes from our motorists on the roads should be looked into, and that the activities should be streamlined. But today, Mr. Speaker, I want to bring to your notice that the Federal Inland Revenue Service, the apex body that regulates taxes and levies payable to the federal government in Nigeria, has actually come out with a statement, a definite statement, which actually vindicated our position. And with your kind permission, I respectfully want to read the statement from the Federal Inland Revenue Service out, sir.
Go ahead. I'll make it fast, please.
Yeah. The JRB abolished road stickers. The Joint Revenue Board, apex body for revenue authorities in Nigeria, has announced the abolition of road stickers with immediate effect. The board, whose members include the Nigerian Revenue Service, states and FCT, Internal Revenue Service, Nigeria Customs Service, Nigeria Immigration Service, Federal Road Safety Corps, Revenue Mobilization, Allocation and Fiscal Commission, and the National Identity Management Commission restated its commitment to eradicating the menace of non-state actors in the nation's revenue ecosystem. The board's decision was contained in a communique issued at its 158th meeting held on the 9th and 10th of December 2025 at the Transcorp Hilton Hotel, Abuja. The communique signed by the chairman, Dr. Zach Adedeji, and the executive secretary of the board, Mr. Olusegun Adeshogun, urges motorists to report any person who attempts to forcefully issue stickers to them to security agencies. The board called on the Office of the National Security Advisor, Nigerian Police Force, and all security agencies to take immediate steps towards eliminating all illegal roadblocks mounted for the purpose of collection of taxes, levies, rates, and charges. The communique reads, the board restates its commitment to eradicating the menace of non-state actors in the nation's revenue administration value chain and calls on the Office of the NSA, Nigerian Police, and all relevant security agencies to take immediate steps towards eliminating illegal roadblocks mounted and operated along the nation's road transport corridors for the purpose of collection of taxes, levies, and rates and charges, while ensuring the integrity of the nation's tax administration process, especially at the subnational level. The board re-emphasizes the outright abolition of the design, production, issuance, and enforcement of all manner of road stickers and related instruments by both state and non-state actors, and encourages the resistance of such by Nigerians, and the reporting of all such promoters of the issuance of stickers and related instruments to security authorities for appropriate sanctions. The JRB also called on states to expedite action in the passage of the harmonized taxes and levies, approved list for collection, bill into law for uniform application of taxes, rates, and levies at the subnational level, in line with the national objective of the ongoing tax reforms. The board commended the federal government for the fiscal policy and tax reforms noting their potential for enhanced revenue mobilization, promotion of economic competitiveness, improvement of ease of doing business, and deepening fiscal sustainability across the nation. It lauded the transition of the Joint Tax Board into the Joint Revenue Board, noting that it represents a step towards a more coordinated, efficient, and coherent national revenue administration framework. This is from the Corporate Communications Department, Joint Revenue Board, 15/12/2025. So, Mr. Speaker, in line with the mandate given to us in this House, I think the position of the Federal Inland Revenue Service has actually also vindicated our report because it actually corroborated it and also enforced it the more. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Of personal explanation, and I allow this for us to know that what we are doing on the issue of illegal collections on our roads is nothing but a right step and in the right direction, which what we have done. So we'll continue. I remember that we'll refer the matter back to your committee. I expect that report, and let's just take the necessary step. Yes, the activities has been considered to be illegal. And I think at the state level, we will also take the needed action. More so that we now have a bill before us, which I know, don't let me preempt the committee working on it, which I know the House may likely, at the end of the day, give a legislative approval to, and it will become a law. And once that becomes a law, I believe that those, whatever they call, either Jora or Jara, will be unneeded on our road. But in the interim, I think you should present your report as soon as possible. And of course, this is on the strength even of this report. At least that will also assist that. Thank you very much. On that note, I will call on Leader of the House to take us through the order of today. Thank you.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Thank you, my dear colleagues. And good morning, good afternoon. I have the order paper for Tuesday, December 16, 2025 here with me. And on the order of the day, there are 5 items. Items 1 is the confirmation of Mr. Shemfa Kwade as the Commissioner Designate in Ekiti. Items 2 is the presentation, consideration, and adoption of the report of ad hoc committee on the Ekiti State's draft 2026-2028 medium-term sectoral strategy document. Items 3 is the report of the Committee on Finance and Operation on the Ekiti State Revenue Administration Bill 2025. Items 5 is the report of the Committee on Education, Science and Technology on the Ekiti State College of Technology, Ijero Ekiti Bill 2025. And the last item is adjournment. Right, Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, you will recall.
Are there other matters that needed to go to Committee of the House? The three. We'll first of all consider this also at the Committee of the House. Can we also stand it down till when we get to Committee of the House? Okay. Yes, you can move a motion for that. Or those in favor that we stand this down till when we are at the Committee of the House, say aye. Aye. And those against say nay, the ayes have it. So we'll consider it at the Committee of the House. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, item 2.
So the next item 2 is the presentation, consideration, and adoption of the report of the ad hoc committee on the State Draft 2026 to 2028 medium-term sectoral strategy document. And that's to be done by the chairman of the ad hoc committee, Honorable Oluwole Akanle. Madam Speaker, you may direct him to present his report.
Yes, Honorable Oluwole Lateef Akanle, please go ahead.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Distinguished colleagues, my name is Honorable Lateef Oluwole Akanle, representing Ekiti East 2. I'm here to present the report of the ad hoc committee set up to scrutinize the 2026-2028 Medium-Term Sectoral Strategy, MTSS document. Preamble. Following some fundamental errors discovered in the proposed projects and allocation during the consideration of the MTSS document for the year 2026 to 2028 at the plenary session on Thursday, 4th of December 2025, Mr. Speaker constituted an ad hoc committee to scrutinize the document and directed the committee to report to the House on Thursday, December 12, 2025, with a view to correcting the project's misplacement discovered. Methodology. The committee swung into action by requesting all honorable members to study the document with a view of collating the likely errors that might have been discovered in their constituencies and submit their observations to the ad hoc committee for compilation. Thereafter, the committee considered the submitted findings alongside the document, findings and observations. During the course of examining the document, the committee discovered the following misplacements among others. 1. Under Table 10, titled Summary Project Costing, items 6010603, construction of basic health center and construction of fence at Oke, Aho, Tumba, in Ekiti, and the document put the location at Ekiti East instead of Irepodu local government.
Because they know you are from Ekiti East.
No, thank you. Item 7010603, construction of medical ward, Ajeba Andele community, Ado Ekiti. Location was wrongly put under Irepodu local government. Item 8010603, construction of perimeter fence and VIP toilets, St. John Nursery and Primary School, Ado Ekiti, have its location as Ekiti West. Item 100100603, rehabilitation of primary health care center, Aderomi in Ekiti, has the location cited at Ekiti Southwest instead of Irepodu local government. Item 110100603, construction of perimeter fence at primary health care center Okeogi, Ikogosi, have its location wrongly put as Irepodu, Ifelodu instead of Ekiti West. Item 120100603, construction of VIP toilets, health center at Okogi, have its location at Moba local government instead of Ekiti West. Item 130100603, construction of perimeter fence at basic center Igbema Ekiti. The location was Moba local government instead of Irepodu local government. Item 140100603, drilling of motorized borehole at Oke Aho, Tungba in Ekiti, has its location at Ekiti West instead of Irepodu local government. Item 150100603, purchase of medical equipment at the basic health center Ikigbesin, has its location at Idosi instead of Ado Ekiti local government. Item 160100603, construction of medical ward at basic center Otu Ekiti, has its location at Ilejemeje instead of Moba local government. Item 180100603, rehabilitation of block of 2 classrooms at community primary school in Mojo Ekiti, has its location at Ikole instead of Oye local government. Item 190100603, construction of medical ward at basic health center Ore Ekiti, has its location at Bonyi instead of Idosi local government. Item 130100603, construction of perimeter fence at base center X center Ijeshamodu, has its location at Ekiti Southwest instead of Ilejemeje local government. Rehabilitation of Otun Erimope via Kwara border road was not captured in the main budget, and money was allocated for it in the 2026 MTSS document recommendations. Based on the findings and observations above, the committee hereby recommend that 1, that there is a need to include the rehabilitation of Otun Erimope Road via Kwara border project into the 2026 budget. B, that having made necessary corrections and alignments to the medium-term sectoral strategy MTSS for the year 2026 to 2028, it is recommended that the document be adopted and passed into law. Appreciation. The committee appreciates the Right Honourable Speaker, all other honourable members of the 7th Assembly for the opportunity given to serve in this capacity. Committee members, Honourable Lateef Oluwole Akande, Chairman, Honourable Femi Olarenwaju, Akindele, member. Honorable Jacob Adeyemi Awoniyi, member. Honorable Barrister Fakunle Yabo Okeme, member. Honorable Lawrence Babatido Idowu, member. Honorable Idowu Sunday Odebumi, member. Honorable Ademola Matis Ojo, member. Mr. Olugbemiro Samuel, committee clerk. Thank you.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. My dear colleagues, we have the report of the ad hoc committee set up to scrutinize the 2026-2028 medium-term sectoral strategy document in front of us. And in view of this, I would like to move the motion that we adopt this document as a working document of this Honorable House. I so move.
Any seconder? Yes, you are welcome back, Honorable Ayodeji Adeyinka Adegbite.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. My distinguished colleagues, my name is Ayodeji Adegbite, representing Ado Constituency 1. Hereby second the motion as moved by the Leader of the House that this document be adopted as working document of the House. Thank you. The report of the committee, the report of the ad hoc committee on the setup to scrutinize the medium-term sectoral strategy, which is MISS document.
MTSS, thank you very much. Those in favor that this House adopt the report of the ad hoc committee set up to scrutinize the 2026 to 2028 medium-term sectorial strategy MTSS document. Those in favor that this House adopt it as the working document of this House say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Yeah, Leader of the House, I know you want to move that we that the House consider this at the committee of the House. Yes, we will do that, but please let's take the other reports. Then we can now move the motion that we consider all the three matters at the committee of the House. Thank you.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. In view of your directive, the next item is item 3, and that's the report of the Committee on Finance and Appropriation on the Ekiti State Revenue Administration Bill 2026, and that's to be taken by the chairman of that committee, Honorable Adeteju Okuiga. Acting Speaker, you may wish to direct her to present her report.
Adeteju Eyitayo Okuiga.
Right Honorable Speaker, my distinguished colleagues, my name is Adeteju Okuiga. I represent Boyin Ayekere constituency. The Right Honorable Speaker, I rise this afternoon to report back to the House the report on the Committee of Finance and Operation on the Revenue Administration Bill 2025. Preamble. At the plenary session of the House on Monday, December 8, 2025, the House debated the Ekiti State Revenue Administration Bill 2025, where honorable members spoke extensively on it and committed same to the House Committee on Finance and Appropriation for further legislative scrutiny. Methodology. In a bid to ensure thorough scrutiny, the committee invited the chairman, Ekiti State Internal Revenue Service, and the senior special advisor to the governor on tax and revenue. The meeting was held on Monday, December 15, 2025, where germane questions were asked, opinions were heard, and recommendations were made. Observations. The following observations were made in the course of the meeting. that the bill is in tandem with the federal tax law, that the bill is currently before all houses of assembly in the Federation, that the bill is to be passed nationwide before the end of the year 2025, that the chairman of the board serving as the accounting officer is consistent with all the existing tax law in Nigeria, that if this bill is passed, it will repeal other existing tax laws in Ekiti State, e.g., hotel occupancy and restaurant consumption tax law, that the stringent penalties enumerated in the bill are to ensure people's compliance, that the bill, if passed, would naturally resolve tax-related grievances amongst tax collectors in the state, that since people earning 25 million and above annually are to pay more tax, Ekiti State revenue may likely reduce since there are few individuals who fall in such category. However, the digital platform provided by this law is capable of widening the tax net, which will eventually make up for the shortfall in the revenue. That by the enactment of new National Tax Revenue Act, that is, Nigeria Tax Act, Nigeria Tax Administration Act, Nigeria Revenue Service Act, and Joint Revenue Board Act, and requirements of the state action on business enabling reforms, the following changes are necessary for Ekiti State laws. 1. Composition of the Management Board of the Service, Section 89, NTAA, and Section 2 of Ekiti State Revenue Administration Bill 2025, and Section 3, fourth schedule on quorum, which is now 5 members of as against 1 half. Appointment of special purpose tax officer. In line with Section 64, 2, and 147 of NTAA, Section 56 of Ekiti State Revenue Administration Bill 2025. Authority to levy this claim. Section 61 and third schedule of NTAA, Section 54 of Ekiti State Revenue Administration Bill 2025. Adoption of the state harmonized taxes and levies. Approved list of collection. Incorporated as first schedule to Ekiti State Revenue Administration Bill 2025. Increase of the existing rates in the year 2020 law, that is second schedule of the state's collectibles and third schedule for local government collectibles. Accreditation of tax agent under Section 33 NTAA, that is Section 44 of Ekiti State Revenue Administration Bill 2025. The recognition of the power of the service to employ legal officers to prosecute offenses under the law. Section 139 NTAA, that is Section 81 of Ekiti State Revenue Administration Bill 2025. 8. Inclusion of administrative penalties under Part 4, Section 100 to 127 NTAA, that is Part 5, Section 63 to 83 of Ekiti State Revenue Administration Bill 2025. Modification of issuance of tax clearance certificates in line with the federal law Section 72 NTAA, that is Section 84 of Ekiti State Revenue Administration Bill 2025. Establishment of mobile revenue courts, that is Section 61 of Ekiti State Revenue Administration Bill 2025. 11. Repeal of the Hotel Occupancy and Restaurant Consumption Tax Law 2022, that is Section 108 of Ekiti State Revenue Administration Bill 2025. B. In line with the requirement of state action of business enabling reforms, particularly under disbursement link indicator DLI 7, simplified state and local business tax regime, the following changes are proposed. 1. recognition of Ekiti State Internal Revenue as the sole agency responsible for collection with power to delegate. Collection to ministries, departments, and agencies, that is MDAs, Section 1, 4, and 5 of Ekiti State Revenue Administration Bill 2025. Adoption of electronic payment, billing and receipting only, cumulation of all cash transaction and writing manual bills, first scheduled to Ekiti State Revenue Administration Bill 2025. Recognition of presumptive tax regime for the informal sector under the second schedule to Ekiti State Revenue Administration Bill 2025. 4. Elimination of all forms of interstate haulage fees, collection or movement of goods, subject to Joint Revenue Board, Section 1-2 of Ekiti State Revenue Administration Bill 2025. Establishment of the Grievance Redress Panel, that is Section 99 of Ekiti State Revenue Administration Bill 2025. 6. General review of ministries, departments, and agencies, MDAs, collectible rates under Part 2 of the second schedule of Ekiti State Revenue Administration Bill 2025, and local government collectible under the third schedule of Ekiti State Revenue Administration Bill 2025. Recommendations. The committee wishes to recommend as follows. 1. That the bill be given expedient passage since it is capable of enabling the desired developmental goal of the state. That the Ekiti State Internal Revenue Service and the Office of the Senior Special Assistant on Tax and Revenue Matters be compelled to embark on statewide advocacy to ensure public awareness and understanding of the new law, of the new tax law and its implication if the bill is passed. That the correction on all typographical errors in the bill will be effected before the production of the final copy. Thank you. Committee members. Honorable Adeteju Okwiga, Chairman. Honorable Idowu Sunday Odebumi, Vice Chairman. Honorable Barrister Yabo De Okeme, Member. Honorable Femi Fatula, Member. Honorable Femi Akindele, Member. Honorable Ebenezer Ayorinde, Member. Honorable Bosede Lowokere, Member. Adeniyi Ariola Funsho, Mrs. Committee Clerk. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. Please, we may proceed to tender the report. Pa Jacob, are you part of this committee that prepared this report? Thank you, Leader of the House.
Mr. Speaker, we have once again another report from the Committee on Finance and Operation on the Ekiti State Revenue Administration Bill 2025. And we have that report before us, right, Mr. Speaker. And in view of this, I want to move the motion. The report of the Committee on Finance and Operation on the Ekiti State Revenue Administration Bill 2025. And in view of this, I would like to move the motion that this Honorable House do adopt this report and make it a working document of this Honorable House.
Thank you very much, Honorable Barrister Princess Iyabo Fakule Okieme plus Lydia. Second motion. Thank you.
The Right Honorable Speaker, distinguished members of this Honorable House, my name is Honorable Barrister Iyabo Fakule Okieme, and I represent the good people of Ilejemeje constituency. I rise this afternoon to second the motion as moved by the leader of government business that the report as submitted by the Committee on Finance and Appropriation on the Revenue Administration Bill 2025 be adopted as a working document of this Honorable House. I so second.
Those in favor that this House do adopt the report of the Committee on Finance and Appropriation on the Revenue Administration Bill 2025 as the working document of this House. Say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Leader of the House. We will also stand it down. Sergeant Atam, please don't distract me here. I'm talking to the leader. We will also stand down this. Pending the time, we take the other report so that we can handle all the matter at the Committee of the House. So you may wish to also, take us through the next item.
Honorable Speaker, for your wisdom, may you lead continually. Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. The next item in our order of the day is the report of Committee on Education, Science and Technology on the Ekiti State College of Technology, Ijero, Ekiti Bill 2025. And that's, the chairman is Honorable Jacob Adeyemi Awoniyi. You may wish to direct him to present the report, Right Honourable Speaker.
Well, Honorable Jacob Awoniyi, you know, I think it's better to begin to have the power so that people will understand where they belong. Someone like Right Honorable Akik Jamiu, they should know where they belong. At least all this, you see, I was at Honorable Ogushaki. I nearly thought my younger brother was around when I saw Awoniyi. So it's better to now begin to use to understand so that they will know where they belong. Honorable Jacob Awoniyi, please present your report.
The Right Honourable Speaker, sir, distinguished members of the State House of Assembly, I am Honorable Jacob Adeyemi Awoniyi. I'm representing Maba Constituency 2. I rise this afternoon to present a report of the Committee on Education, Science and Technology on Ekiti State College of Technology, Ijero, Ekiti, Bay, 2025. Introduction. The Ekiti State College of Technology, Ijero, Ekiti, B, 2025 was read for the second time and consequently committed to the House Committee on Education, Science and Technology at the plenary sitting of Tuesday, 14th October, 2025 for further legislative scrutiny in accordance with the standing orders of the Ekiti State House of Assembly. The House also mandated the committee to work on the current standard of the institution and ascertain the level of their preparedness for the takeoff of the institution. The committee was also mandated to examine the provisions of the bill, consult relevant stakeholders, and make appropriate recommendations to the House. Consideration of the bill. In fulfillment of its mandate, the committee held a series of meetings and consultations to deliberate on the objectives and provisions of the bill to ensure inclusiveness and depth in its consideration. The committee invited the management of the Ekiti State College of Technology, Ijero Ekiti, led by the council chairman, to appear before it for an interactive session. During the engagement, the committee and the college management discussed extensively on the intent, structure, and implications of the bill, particularly with respect to the legal framework establishing the college and its governance structure, academic programs, accreditation, and affiliation with relevant regulatory bodies, funding mechanism and internally generated revenue, conditions of service of staff and welfare of students, status of infrastructure for seamless transition, alignment of the bill with the educational development goals of Ekiti State. The manager expressed appreciation for the legislative initiative and offer constructive inputs towards refining the provisions of the bill to better serve the institution and the people of Ekiti State. Proposed amendment. Arising from the committee observation and findings, the following are therefore presented to the House for possible incorporation into the bill. 1. Paging of the bill. Page the bill from first page to the last to ensure easy referencing of the bill. 2. Composition of the council. Section 6, remove the bracket in subsection D, F, and H. Section 6, subsection D, change the word non-teaching to non-academic. Also replace the position senior lecturer with principal lecturer and delete the phrase at least to now read 2 representatives of the congregation, one from non-academic and one from academic, to be elected on the floor of the congregation, not below the rank of a principal lecturer stroke is or is equivalent. Section 6 subsection H, expunge the permanent secretary to now read 1 representative for the Ministry of Finance, who shall be nominated by the Commissioner for Finance, and an officer not below the rank of a director. Section 6 subsection I, rephrase the function to now read the registrar, who shall serve as the secretary of the council. Section 6, expunge number 2 and renumber number 3 as 2, 4 as 3, 5 as 4. Tenure, quorum, and remuneration of council. Section 7, 1. Rephrase the terms of office of the council to now read, the council shall be for a period of 4 years, renewable at the discretion of the visitor to the College of Technology. Reordering of section 8 and 9. Renumber section 8 and 9. Power of the council should come before the section titled Function of the Council. Therefore, the current section 8 will now become section 9, while section 9 will become 8 accordingly. Functions of the council. Section 8 subsection 8. Change the word non-teaching to non-academic to now read, to approve all appointments, promotions, conversions, and discipline of all academic and non-academic staff. Section 8 subsection 13. And add this as a new proviso under functions of the governing council. In the absence of or delay in the appointment of a governing council, the college management shall seek and receive approvals from the House of Assembly. Committee of the council. Section 10, subsection 2. Add subsection G as a new proviso to now read Tender Board Committee. Section 10, subsection 2A. Expunge the phrase College of Technology from section E to now read the librarian. Also replace the word head in the subsection F with director to now read the director of the audit. Section 10, subsection 2B. Remove number 4 completely, the bursar, and number 5 as 4, 6 as 5, 7 as 6. Then replace a nominee of the registrar, secretary with head of establishment, secretary to now read the rector with the chairman, the deputy rector, the registrar, 2 members of the council, dean of faculties, a nominee of the head of establishment as the secretary. Section 10, 2C. In the section titled Senior Staff Appointment and Promotions, add S to the word appointments and also add S to the word promotion to now read Senior Staff Appointments and Promotions. Section 10, 2C. Change number 7. A nominee of the registrar, secretary to the head of establishment. A nominee of the registrar, secretary to head of establishment as secretary. Section 10, 2D. In the section titled Junior Staff Appointments and Promotions, change number C, College of Technology, librarian, to the librarian, and anywhere it appeared in the bill. Also change number 1, a nominee of registrar as secretary to head of establishment. Section 10, 2E. In the section under number 2, expunge D completely. Other committee as deemed fit and proper by the authority. Section 10, 2G. Add tenders committee to the list of committees of the council as a new proviso to now read as follows. Tenders committee. The tender board shall consist of the following members: the rector, who is the chairman, Director of Procurement, Secretary, Deputy Rector member, Registrar member, the Bursar member, Legal Officer member, BPR&S member, Director of Physical member. The librarian as also a member. Functions of the Tenders Committee. The Tender Board shall consider proposals on contracts from the college management. The board shall be chaired by the rector, 2 other council members, and the registrar, who shall serve as the secretary. Academic Board. Section 12, subsection 1C. Remove the phrase College of Technology to now read the librarian. The chairman, 9 now, the chairman of the governing council. Section 15, add the clause can be extended or renewed at the pleasure of the visitor after 4 years. Also remove the phrase no more to now read the chairman of the governing council shall be the head of the College of Technology and shall, in relation to the college, take precedence before all other members thereof, and shall preside over all meetings of convocation, meetings of council, and assemblies of the College of Technology. His tenure of office shall be for a period of 4 years and can be extended or renewed at the pleasure of the visitor for 1 term, 8 years of 2 terms, maximum. Registrar. Section 18. Add subsection G, which shall read, shall be proficient in information and communication technology, ICT. The Bursar. Section 19, subsection C. Add ANA to be part of relevant professional bodies to now read, be a professional chartered accountant registered with relevant professional bodies such as ICANN/ANA and with a good university degree or its equivalent in relevant fields and have a minimum of 5 years experience as deputy/chief accountant of a higher institution. Subsection 19. Add subsection 5 as a new professor to now read, be a proficient in information and communication technology, ICT. College of Technology Directors, Section 221, subsection 2A. Change the title Director of Works and Maintenance. Also change the narration under it to now read, there shall be Director of Works and Maintenance of the college, which shall be professional engineer or builder or architect or quantity surveyor or town planner and must be registered with relevant professional bodies. He shall be responsible to the director for the day-to-day administration and coordination of works and services of the College of Technology. Candidates for the post must have attained the post of a deputy director of works. Section 21, 2D. Change the level deputy director to medical doctor to now read, to be eligible, the candidate must be a medical doctor at the level of deputy director. Transfer of interest of College of Technology, lands, property, rights, and obligation. Section 28. Add subsection 3 to the section as a new professor to now read, all assets and liabilities, including credits, debit, personnel, infrastructure, equipment, pension, gratuity, etc., of the former College of Health, Science and Technology are hereby transferred to College of Technology, known and addressed under this law as College of Technology, Ijeru Ekiti. Signatories of the College of Technology account. Section 35, subsection 1. Replace the registrar with rector and also delete conjunction and to now read, the signatory to the college bank account shall be the rector and the bursar. Committee's recommendation. In view of the foregoing, the Committee on Education hereby recommend as follows. 1. That the Ekiti State College of Technology, Ijeru B 2025, be passed into law without further delay, subject to minor amendment proposed by the committee. That the Minister of Education, along with the Governing Council of the college, to ensure the prompt implementation of the provisions of the law upon passage. That adequate budgetary provisions be made to support infrastructural development, staffing, and academic programs of the institution. Conclusion. The committee commends the Right Honorable Speaker and honorable members of the 7th Assembly for their commitment to the advancement of education in the state Having carefully examined the Ekiti State College of Technology, Ijeru Ekiti B 2025, and engaged relevant stakeholders, the committee is convinced that the bid is in the best interest of the state and therefore recommend its quick passage into law. Members of the committee, Honorable Jacob Adeyemi Awoniyi, Chairman, Honorable Johnson Oyekola Bode Adeoye, Vice Chairman, Honorable Femi Fatunla, Member, Honorable Oladele Ogunshakin, Member, Honorable Babatunde Oke, Member, and Mr. Olajide Adebayo, Committee Clerk. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Come and see to present your report.
Right Honorable Speaker, we have received yet again another report for the Committee on Education, Science and Technology. Right Honorable Speaker, I want to move the motion that this report is quickly adopted by this House for further considerations of the document. I so move, Right Honorable Speaker.
Yes, Honorable Oladele Ogunshakin, the newest groom in town.
You're right, Honorable Speaker. I am Oladele Olaoye Ogunshakin. I represent the good people of Ekiti's Contest 1. I rise this afternoon to second the motion moved by the leader of the House that the report of Committee on Education, Science and Technology of Ekiti State College of Technology, Ijeru, Ekiti B 2025, be adopted as a working document of this Honorable House. I so second. Thank you.
Those in favor that the report of the Committee on Education, Science and Technology on the Ekiti State College of Technology, Ijeru, Ekiti Bill 2025, otherwise known as ESCOT, be admitted as the working document of this House, say aye. And those against say nay. The ayes have it.
Right Honorable Speaker, my dear colleagues, we have 3 reports before this Honorable House, and each of these important documents are necessary for quick consideration and possible passage. In view of this, I would like to move the motion that this House dissolves to Committee of the Whole to consider the reports of the ad hoc committee on the Ekiti State Draft 2026 to 2028 medium-term sectoral strategy document, the report of the Committee on Finance and Operation on the Ekiti State Revenue Administration Bill, and finally, the report of the Committee on Education, Science and Technology on the Ekiti State College of Technology, Ijeru, Ekiti Bill, and also to take the confirmation of Mr. as Commissioner designate in Ekiti State. I so move, Right Honorable Speaker.
I also call on Honorable Babatunde Omotayo to second the motion. And I hope that feelings is not there, particularly from Honorable Ogunshakin and Honorable Babatunde Omotayo. I hope that feeling is still not there. The feeling should not be there anymore. You are a member of the majority party. You are no longer in the minority. Yes.
Right, Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues. My name is Honorable Babatunde Omotayo. I represent the good people of Iseorun constituency. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the motion moved by the majority leader that this House should refer back to Committee of the Whole House.
I hope you will not have this House to revert back to the minority party. Well, those in favor that the House do proceed to the Committee of the House, say aye. And those against say the ayes have it. The House moved to the committee of the whole House, and I'm going to chair from this table. Thank you. Well, you will recall that at plenary, there are matters that we consider for the committee of the whole House to look into, and it was our resolution at plenary that the committee of the whole House should consider the confirmation of Mr. Sheun Fakuade. Don't also forget that the matter will still need to go back to plenary for approval. It's just for consideration. So we will consider that today. Approval will be considered at the next legislative day. But we'll do the consideration for approval today, while approval itself will be slated for another legislative day. Also, we have the report on the ad hoc committee set up to scrutinize the MTSS, particularly due to some errors detected when it came up for consideration. The committee, ad hoc committee, headed by Honorable Lateef Oluwole Akanle, they did a great job, and we will consider that report also for possible approval at plenary of the MTSS. We also have the report of the Finance and Appropriation Committee on a bill that is before the House. The bill is on the Revenue Administration of Bill 2025 that we are also considering. I believe we can look at that bill at the Committee of the House today. Then maybe tomorrow, the next legislative day, we can also pass it into law if it's set through the Committee of the House. Also, we have the report of the Committee on Education, Science and Technology on the bill. The bill is all about changing the nomenclature of Ekiti State College of Technology from monotechnic to a polytechnic. Remember that this bill has been on our shelf plate for about 6 months. It has gone through a lot of legislative scrutiny, and they have the last stage in the scrutiny is the Committee of the House to now consider the report of the committee saddled with that responsibility. So we look at it also, and so on that note, we take it one after the other. On Mr. Sheun Fakuade, you will recall that Mr. Sheun Fakuade, without any scintilla of doubt, performed excellently before the House, but the House was hampered to go ahead with his confirmation as a result of the petition received, and as at the time he appeared before this House, and which was also the day confirmation of other nominees were considered. We were unable to consider the petition and its response, and his confirmation had to be standing, and it was stood down for another legislative day. This is coming up this hour at the Committee of the Whole House, and we have all gone through the petition, which is the petition is actually not querying his competence as to perform as a commissioner. The petition is only challenging his involvement, particularly in political activities, and it was considered that anyone that is so appointed to the position of a commissioner must also be readily involved in political matters, because the office is not just office for technocrats, so to say, but it's an office that carries other responsibility, most especially political responsibility. And since the government in place was sponsored by a political party, it is assumed that whoever is appointed as commissioner is also a member of the political party that sponsors the governor in place. And the party in place believes that they, as a commissioner, it should also be seen to be identified with their political party. And in his response, which we also have, he gave some pictorial evidence of his involvement in political activities in Noye local government, and with pictorial evidence he sent to the House, which we have also seen. The other area of the petition, those are, to me, a bit personal on issue of whether he pick calls or he doesn't pick calls. Those ones are personal, and the House may not want to go into that. We cannot force anyone to pick anybody's call, and most especially that unless we want to feign ignorance, that sometimes some of our people can be very funny when it comes to issue of unnecessary and incessant calls. I've had occasion that somebody called me at 1 a.m. And 1 a.m., unfortunately, I thought it must have been an emergency. And I decided to pick the call. The only thing that came is, enjoy help. When I see heard that, help us, I thought it's still an emergency situation. And the next thing that followed was, I didn't eat overnight. And that was why somebody was calling at 1 a.m. That can get you infuriated whether you like it or not. If I decide to block such person, I don't think I have done anything so bad. And you even see some calls that come early in the morning at 5 a.m., 4 a.m. They wake you up. So we might not be able to look into that, but I will just allow few members to make comments, and then we do the next thing at the committee of the whole House. But please, like I said, the master's goes to plenary. Yes, Honorable Tokwelonge.
Right, Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues, once again, my name is Lunge Temitope Ademola, and I represent the good people of Oye Constituency 1, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, as you have rightly opined, sir, nobody has doubted or has been able to doubt or fault the capacity, the competence, the intelligence, the smartness, the erudition of Mr. Seun Fakwade, especially as regards to his tour of duty when he was SA and when he was also appointed a commissioner. Mr. Speaker, just like you have said that the petition has been looked into by this House, and it has also been considered, I want to appreciate the extensive work, the extensive deliberations that has gone into this petition, because it's also a statement of fact that the petitioners will expect the House to also look at the petition dispassionately, which we have done. And I want to say a very big thank you to Mr. Speaker for working on this petition dispassionately. And I also want to appreciate you that you have brought this matter up this afternoon. And I also want to thank my colleagues who have worked on the petition. And I say thank you to you, everybody, sir.
Thank you very much, Honorable Tokwelonge. I believe that with that comment, we can, and please note that this session is also being live, is being carried live by EKTV. So you are on live transmission. by EKTV, and people at home are watching, and on the radio, they are also listening back home. Now, maybe I just put the question that those of us, this is Committee of the House, not plenary. If you are in support that the House clear Mr. Seun Fakuade for approval as commissioner nominee, say aye. And those against say nay. The ayes have it. So the matter is hereby referred to the plenary for approval at the plenary. But I must say this, that whoever is appointed as commissioner, they must also know their limits. They must know everything needed to be done. They must know that they are holding a political office. They must also be aware that there is a House of Assembly that has oversight function over their activities, including their conduct, not just activities alone in the ministry, but their conduct, how they even conduct themselves, even with their people. We have that oversight function over their performance in office and their conduct on their job. And they should also remember that will always be a day of reckoning. Thank you. Leader of the House, we have the other matter that has to do with the revenue. Is it the second one? The ad hoc, yes. The committee. Leader of the House, you will recall that, and other members, you will recall that there was ad hoc committee that we set up to scrutinize. I think it is straightforward, except if there are other areas that members still want to make additional contribution. But for me, the ad hoc committee led by Honorable Lateef Oluwole Akanle did a great job, thorough job in scrutinizing that document. And all their recommendations, they have discovered the errors. And to me, it is just for us as the Committee of the House to adopt this recommendation. Those in favor that the House adopt this recommendation, say aye. If you are against, say nay. The ayes have it. And I will now put the question that if you are in support that the House now, the Committee of the House present a recommendation to the plenary that the MTSS 2026 to 2028 be adopted as Leader of the House. What do you want to say?
It's time to say that it should include amended as corrected. Yeah.
That will be done at plenary. We have adopted this to be incorporated, the amendment into the MTSS. Then our plenary will now incorporate it before approval. Yes, Honorable Babatunde Fawekun.
Right, Honorable Speaker. Mr. Chairman, my name is Babatunde Abiodun Fawekun. I represent the Ido-State Constituency 1. Though I mentioned to the ad hoc committee on MTSS that item 15 of page 58 of the document. Item 15 on page 58
of the main document.
The main document.
Okay.
Is a construction of Ido Orin Ifaki Road. It's on MTSS and funds were allocated to it for 2026 budget, but it's not in the budget of 2026.
Was what?
Funds were allocated to it in MTSS for 2026, but it's not in the budget 2026.
No. Are you saying fund, because MTSS covers 2 years?
Yeah, for 2026, there's fund on it for 2026 on MTSS.
Well, that will be, then the issue there is not on the MTSS, the issue is on the budget. Then
to be included in the budget.
And then if it is not included in the budget, then you go to Committee on Appropriation, on Finance, and but note that it's not. There is nothing saying that since it has been captured, it must be there. This is just to guide the preparation of the budget. That's the most important thing. And this is approved. This is just like a net, a pool, already captured. But if you want it captured in the budget, Honorable Babatunde, I know you are representing Ido-State.
Thank you.
And if you want it captured in the budget, then you can go and lobby the Committee on Finance and Appropriation. Honorable Tajo Kuyiga is here, and I know gladly she will be. She will consider you as a member, and you know how to do that. One of our responsibility, apart from representing our people, one of the way we represent our people is instrumentality of lobbying. And go and lobby. Thank you very much on that.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
It's a good one. That will not affect MTSS in any way. So, yes. So I would not say that those in favor that these documents be recommended for approval at plenary, including the incorporating the amendment made, say aye. If you are against, say nay. The ayes have it. And then this is also will be presented at plenary. Also, the Committee on Finance and Appropriation also look into Revenue Administration Bill 2025 with a lot of areas for amendments. Can we just do it this way? There is the need for us to consider the bill, but the bill is voluminous. Can we take this to tomorrow? To consider this at tomorrow's session, plenary. And I hope the report on the appropriation bill 2026 will be ready. Honorable Kuyiga, thank you very much. Then if that is ready, we can take this to tomorrow. But before we move out of it, if any member has any observation, you can raise it now. Then we'll go and consider everything tomorrow. If you have observation you can raise, then we will also consider it tomorrow. Honorable Ayo Adegbite.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, my distinguished colleagues. My name is Ayo Adegbite. Representing Ado Constituency 1 on the Ekiti State Revenue Administration Bill. On page 44, from the draft document, the power to access land, buildings, books, and documents. Number 51, section 1.
Go ahead.
Should I read the thing out, or I should just tell you?
No, you have not made any point. What is the point?
Okay, my point is that that particular section, it needs to be rewarded, Mr. Chairman.
Why?
It leaves room for dictatorship, for too much power for them.
Can you now read the section? Let's listen to you.
Okay, sir. It goes like, notwithstanding anything to the contrary in any other enactment or law, an authorized officer of the service shall at all reasonable times have free access to all lands, buildings, places, books, and documents in the custody or under the control of a person, a public officer or institution, or any other person whatsoever, for the purpose of inspecting the books or documents, including those stored or maintained on computers, servers, acting systems, or on digital, magnetic, optical, or electronic media, and any property, process, or matter which the officer considered necessary or relevant for the purpose of collecting any tax under any of the relevant enactments or law.
So what's the point?
So, Mr. Speaker, sir, this Honorable House already we already passed the Freedom of Information Bill in the past, law in the past, that covers all this. We should actually refer them to the freedom of information, because if we leave this to them, I think it will give them too much power.
I'm even thinking you should be talking about the statistical bill that we have passed.
Yes, we already have different.
I mean, it's a law now in the
it's
states.
a law already, yes.
And I don't think we should pass another law that will override another law that governs another agency.
Exactly.
This now, to me, because I know that is the Bureau of Statistics has some powers. What I would do, yes, let me listen to others. Thank you, Honorable Adegbite. What we would do is to, like I said, we'll come back tomorrow, but every observation made it now. Yes, Honorable Femi Akindele.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Dear colleagues, good afternoon once again. My name is Honorable Femi Olanrewaju Akindele. I represent the entire celestial and terrestrial bodies of Report in Federal Constituency 1. Right Honorable Speaker, I rise this afternoon to say that this session, as cited by my colleague, Honorable Ayo Adegbite, that session cannot be less worded than that. Because when we are talking about tax law, when you are talking about tax law, the tax agencies has to be empowered to carry on their businesses. What they are asking for is to have access into premises in order to value, if possible, value or even evaluate your property, even the assets in question. If they don't evaluate, how will they tax? Because there are some people, until you compare them to bring their books, for tax agencies to even go through their books, that's when they will be able to, that's when they will know how to at least give a rational, a professional percentage.
Honorable Akindele,
yes.
Why I may agree with you on a leg, yes. But is it not also important that whatever they have to assess must it not follow existing laws?
Speaker, without prejudice to all other laws. Speaker, that particular session, where I see it, it is not ultra-virus according to the powers of the tax agencies. What that place only seek to do is to have access. They are not imposing anything to the properties in question, to all the things in question. They are not. They've not.
All right.
Anyway,
like I said, thank you very much. We at the next legislative day, which is tomorrow, by the grace of God, we will look at it holistically before we pass it. So the matter will still remain at the committee of the whole House. Then, Right Honorable Dr. Shiv Pa Akim Ayodeji Jamiu. You have your mic, sir.
Honorable Speaker, I think I'm Right Honorable Akim Jamiu. I represent the Report of Federal Constituency 2. I think the power title will come in about 10 years. I think power is for people 70 and above, and I'm just 60. It will come in 10 years.
All right.
Yes, my own observation is just simple. On the document from College of Technology.
No, we are not on technology.
Yes. Okay.
We are still considering the.
I thought we were taking everything together. All the reports.
No, sir. One after the other.
Revenue. Okay.
Revenue.
I will serve it to tomorrow.
Now, when I say power, I know what I'm thinking about. Thank you very much. All right, thank you. Leader of the House. So the matter, we stand out the consideration of this report is tomorrow. To the next legislative day, say aye. And those against say nay, the ayes have it. Then the next one before now park and talk is the report of Committee on Education, Science and Technology on Ekiti State College of Technology, Ijero, Ekiti B 2025. This bill has also been on our table for a very long time, and it has also gone through legislative scrutiny. Of course, I remember during the debate, my honorable member from Ikere 2 spoke, and almost the roof nearly caved, particularly on issue of monotechnic and polytechnic. Now, having gone through all such firework before this house, committee came up with this very solid report, a very good report for the house consideration. And I know that we have all gone through the report. I don't know if there is anybody that has any observation on the report or the bill itself. Since I've earlier recognized Right Honorable Akim Jamiu, who has rejected power, that is, he is, maybe because we have not led him to the Elders Council home, where we will remove power for now till his inauguration at the Elders Council. Yes, sir.
Thank you once again, Honorable Speaker. I remain Right Honorable Akim Jamiu. Well, Right Honorable Speaker, I think there is a conspiracy to force me to the elders people say I won't go until I'm 70. Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. My observation on this is just very simple. It's a typo on page 7, the title. Please check interest in case if you want to do the final listing. Page 7. The title, that is it
of the report or the
of the report,
Okay.
Of the report, yes. Interest. One letter is missing. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Right Honorable. Honorable Femi Akindele.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, dear colleagues. My name is Honorable Femi Olanrewaju Akindele. I represent the entire celestial and terrestrial bodies of Rep. Referendum Constituency 1, including the Rumole from Honorable Tokwe Lunge. Right Honorable Speaker, this afternoon, I just want to take us to page 3 of this report. But before we get to page 3, let me join you to commend the committee under the leadership of Honorable Jacob Awoni. They've done a very good job. Right Honorable Speaker, on page 3, thank God you are a senior legal luminary, and laws should not be ambiguous. Page 3, line 3, where this line 3 below the rank of principal lecturer / or its equivalent. I think the word "or" should be more proper, more appropriate. Education, page 3.
Is it of the report or the bill?
Report.
Now, under page 3, you have
line 3.
No, I think you should use items, either item 3, item 4, item 5.
Page 3, the heading of page 3 is from page 2. Composition of the
line
council.
3.
Line 3 of page 3.
Okay.
I think the word "or," it appears to me that the word "or" will be more appropriate, the Right Honorable Speaker, so that to avoid any form of ambiguity.
One from non-academic and one from academic to be elected on the floor of the congregation.
Right Honorable Speaker, I'm on page 3.
Yes, not below the rank of principal lecturer or its equivalent.
Right Honorable Speaker.
Yes, I agree with you.
Right Honorable Speaker, in the same vein, page 6 of this document, please. Page 6 under Roman figure 9.
Yes.
The last 2 lines, where it is spelled out. With your permission, let me read the last 2 lines. Let me start from: his tenure of office shall be for a period of 4 years and can be extended or renewed at the pleasure of the visitor for 1 year.
For one term.
For one term, rather, for one term. 8 years of 2 terms, maximum. That line to me seems not to be expressly clear enough, because...
No, but I don't see anything against this. First time, that means a person can only be appointed for 2 terms.
Yes.
And the first term carry 4 years.
Yes.
So maximum of 8 years of 2 terms.
What of if we, right on what of if we include a player of the visitor for 1 more term?
But this is explicit, because if you say for more 1 term, and that one more time is not explicitly stated, I think it's better this way. Maximum of 8 years of the 2 terms. I think it's...
If you write maximum of 8 years of 2 terms, I think it's better than the way it is. Because 8 years of 2 terms maximum. 8 years of 2 terms. That 8 years can be misinterpreted. It could be 8 years of...
Honorable Femi,
we earlier have 4 years.
Hold on. When you look at this, after, for 1 term, what follows is semicolon and additional information. It is just an additional information. Semicolon, as by the time you end at that semicolon, what follows is additional information, which is just to explain what it means by that is. It says that his tenure of office shall be for a period of 4 years and can be extended or renewed at the pleasure of the visitor for 1 term. So additional information is just to now explain what that means. 8 years of 2 terms maximum. So it's, I think it's clear. But if you, let me see your angle on how to now reward if you think that is not enough. Okay.
I'll submit on this.
Thank you.
After the semicolon, as you rightly opined, Right Honorable Speaker, 8 years of 2 terms maximum. This could be technical. We are not expecting any lawsuit later in the future, but I'm just trying to express this at this point. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Honorable Iyabo Fakule Okeme.
Honorable Speaker, my name is Honorable Barrister Iyabo Fakule Okeme, and I represent the good people of Ilejemeje constituency. So I want to direct our attention to page 4, line 2. To prevent any kind of ambiguity, I would prefer that page 4, line 2, that they make it, the college management shall seek and receive all approvals from the State House of Assembly. So that it will not just be House of Assembly, so that we know the...
Page
assembly.
4.
Line 2, sir.
At the interpretation section, it's not there.
The main law is not here.
Okay, let's put it here. The management shall seek and receive all approval from the Ekiti State House of Assembly, not even state. Ekiti State. State Assembly, anybody can be mischievous and go to Osun. If he has a friend there, after all, it's a State House of Assembly, and he gets approval, and bring it and say the law say from the State Assembly. So from Ekiti State House of Assembly, that is explicit enough. You know, a day will come and you have somebody who has a friend in Osun, maybe the Speaker of Osun is his friend, and he will look at, maybe he sees member of Ekiti State House of Assembly and say, this one will not give this approval, and he will just take it to Osun State, and they will give approval, and it will be a matter for court to decide. And then the law say State Assembly. After all, State Assembly is Osun State House of Assembly is a State Assembly. Rivers State Assembly is a State Assembly, and it become what will you not take up to the Supreme Court, and we'll be spending resources. So Ekiti State House of Assembly. I think that's better. Yes. Any other observation on this bill or the report? Then we can now marry it together. Now, dear colleagues, this bill, like I mentioned, has been with us at this committee. I want us to. Taking into cognizance all the proposed amendments made by the committee. And I'm going to put the question this way. that if you are in support, that this committee of the whole House incorporates all the amendment proposed, including the sub-amendment made to the report. If you are in support that we incorporate it into this bill, say aye. If you are against, say nay. Then the ayes have it. On that note, I would say, meaning that everything I'm reading is the amendment has been incorporated, so that we don't waste time anymore. So if you're in support that the title of this bill should read a bill for a law to repeal the Ekiti State College of Health Sciences and Technology Law number 16 of 2019 and reenact a law to provide for the establishment of Ekiti State College of Technology Ijero and other related matters. If you're in support, say aye. If you're against, say nay. The ayes have it. So there are parts. So I'm going to take it in parts. If you are in support that this bill, this committee of the House approve that part 1, that is under the establishment of incorporation and functions of the College of Technology, that all these sections form part of this law. Establishment and incorporation of the College of Technology, objectives of the College of Technology, functions of the College of Technology, visitor to the College of Technology, including the amendment made so far, say aye. If you are in support that this form part of this bill, say aye. If you are against, say nay. The ayes have it. This gavel is doing 2 assignments here. It's an approval of what we are saying. It's also a wake-up call to everyone. Thank you. I also want to put the question that if you are in support that part 2 be incorporated, where we have establishment of the governing council and committees, and also to consider all the amendments to be incorporated. Establishment of the governing council and committees, composition of the council, tenure, function of the governing council, powers of the council, committee of the council, that is, finance and general purposes committee, appointment and promotion committee, academic staff establishment committee, senior staff establishment committee, junior staff establishment committee, council appeal committees, management committees, the academic board, disciplinary committee, and congregation. Those in favor that this form part of this bill, say aye. And those against, say nay. The ayes have it. Part 3 now, and I also put the question that if you are in support that this House incorporate and allow part 3 to be incorporated into this bill, which is under officers of the College of Technology, including the amendment made so far, chairman of the Governing Council, Tokpelonge, sit down. Tokpelonge, yes, I have not heard anything. Which committee? Come and tell me before you leave. Honorable Hakim, Honorable Hakim Jami, you are a ranking member. Go. Tokpelonge, come. Tokpelonge, come. Approach the chair. Approach the chair. Come back. Okay, hold on there. You wait there. Yes, point of order. Okay, we should permit him. Okay, please come. Tokpelonge. Yes. Okay. Well, since you have a ranking member with you, you can go. So, the ranking member, Right Honorable Hakim Jami, please lead him to the place, so you can show him the way. Well, thank you very much. So, chairman of the governing council, the rector, the deputy rector, the registrar, the bursar, the College of Technology librarian, the College of Technology directors, deans of schools, heads of department. If you are in support that these sections, section 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, And also don't forget the amendment. If you are in support that this form part of this bill, say aye. Those against say nay. And the ayes have it. I have told you this gavel is doing 2 jobs. So you continue to do it. Thank you very much. I also put the question that under Part 4 is transitional provisions. And I will put the question that those in favor that Section 24, that is continuance in office of council and academic boards, Section 25, continuance in office of assistant principal officers and staff of the college, Section 26, existing academic structures of the college, Section 27, fellowships, diplomats, certificates, etc. of the college, Section 28, transferred college lands, property, rights, and obligation. Together with the amendment made, if you are in support that these sections form part of this bill, say aye. I say if you are in support, say aye. If you are against, say nay. The ayes have it. Meanwhile, leader of the house, can you help me on one matter? Please step forward. Thank you. Of the house for helping out on that matter is important. Yes, meanwhile, Honorable Adegbite, after the sitting, you consult with leader of the house so that I can sort you out on the matter as discussed. Now is part 5. And these are the miscellaneous provisions. Section 29 is on convocation. Section 30 is on general funds of the College of Technology. Section 31 is on procurement regulation. Section 32 is on bank account. Section 33 is on investments. Section 34 is on regulation of the fund. Section 35 is on signatories to the College of Technology bank accounts. Section 36 is on common seal. Section 37 is on power to make regulation. Section 38 is on interpretation. Section 39 is the repeal of the existing law. And Section 40 is on citation. While we have schedule also attached, Schedule 1, Schedule 2, and Schedule 3. I also put the question therefore, also considering all the amendments proposed, adopted by the Committee of the Whole House, those in favor that these sections, as we read out, form part of this bill, say aye. And those against, say nay. The ayes have it. Thank you. Now, having considered all the reports at the Committee of the Whole House, I believe that is the end of all the reports. May I call on the leader of the House to move the motion that the House revert to plenary.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, having exhausted all the topics of discussion at the Committee of the Whole House, I would like to move the motion that this Honorable House reverts back to plenary to further consider the resolutions from the Committee of the Whole.
Yes, Honorable Femi Fatula.
Right Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues, my name is Femi Fatula. I represent the good people of the Ikode Constituency 1. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the motion moved by the leader that the House reverts to plenary. I so second.
Thank you very much. That those in favor that this House revert to plenary, say aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it. Immediately I remember my phone is very close to the gavel. I quickly Thank you very much. Dear colleagues, you are welcome to plenary. May I invite Honorable Tunde Oke to brief the House and give the report of what transpired at the committee of the whole House. Well, to help you, we started with the issue of consideration of confirmation, and then we'll look at the ad hoc committee report, Princess Tejo Okuyiga's report, Pa Jacob Awoniyi's report. And you can now give us what transpired. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, dear colleagues. I am Honorable Babatunde Oke, representing Ikere Constituency 1. Mr. Speaker, at the committee of the whole House, the first issue we deliberated on was the confirmation of Mr. Seun Fakuade.
Consideration for approval.
Yes, consideration for approval. And after deliberation, same was approved. And
no, it has not been approved. Same was recommended for approval at plenary.
At plenary. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It was recommended for approval at plenary.
And I hope the media are getting that so that they won't, because some of them will just pick, they don't. It is still a recommendation for approval and not yet the approval.
Yes. All right. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The second issue was the report of the ad hoc committee on the medium-term sectoral strategy document, MTSS, and that was also deliberated upon. And also we look at the reports of the Committee on Finance and Appropriation on the Revenue Administration Bill. We have not drawn the curtain on that particular bill, and the decision at the committee is to extend the consideration to the next plenary. And also, Mr. Speaker, we discussed the report of the Committee on Education, Science and Technology on the Ekiti State College of Technology, Jero Ekiti B. And members also considered the report, and few amendments were made to the report, and same was adopted by the whole House. That is the report from the Committee of the whole House, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Honorable Babatunde Oke Lawrence. Honorable Ademola Martins Ojo, you may wish to confirm if this report is actually correct.
Right, Honorable Speaker, sir. Dear colleagues, my name is Honorable Ademola Martins Ojo. I represent the good and bad people of Ijero constituency, the largest constituency in our state. I arise this afternoon to second, to confirm the reports just given by Honorable Babatunde Oke, that what transpired at the Committee of the whole House was genuine and the truth. So I support to confirm.
Thank you very much. And I put the question that those of us who are, those in favor that the report has rendered by Honorable Babatunde Lawrence Oke, and same which was confirmed by Honorable Martins Ademola Ojo, is actually the true reflection of what transpired at the Committee of the whole House. Say aye. And those against say nay. The ayes have it. Now, dear colleagues, the House has agreed to approve as recommended to plenary, the confirmation of Mr. Seun Fakuade. For plenary, the matter will be adjourned to tomorrow, to the next legislative day at plenary. Then we can take that. Then we have the report of the ad hoc committee to consider the MTSS 2026 to 2028. And the House, from the report, approve and recommend for approval now having considered, scrutinized, and incorporate, because those recommendations by the committee has been incorporated now into the MTSS, an amendment made to the MTSS. So I will now put the question that those in favor that the, sorry please, that the Ekiti State Government Draft 2026 to 2028 Medium-Term Sectorial Strategy MTSS document be approved by this House together with the amendment made. Say aye. Those again say nay. The ayes have it. Also, we have the report from Committee on Finance and Appropriation on the revenue. No, the report is that the matter should still be standard at the Committee of the House. So there is nothing we can do. So the report is to stand down. So the matter, the revenue bill will be considered at the Committee of the House again tomorrow at the next legislative day. Then, business day, I mean. The last but not the least is the report by the Committee on Education, Science and Technology on College of Technology Ijero Bill 2025. And it was our consideration at the Committee of the House that all the amendments proposed by the committee be incorporated into the bill, and the Committee of the House had already considered the bill section by section alongside the amendments, a clean copy already prepared. So I put out the question that those in favor that the title of this bill be Ekiti State College of Technology Ijero Bill 2025, say aye. The ayes have it. Also, those in favor, having incorporated all the amendment into the bill, that part 1, which is under establishment, incorporation, and functions of the College of Technology, under it, we have Section 1, establishment and incorporation of the College of Technology, Section 2, objectives of the College of Technology, Section 3, functions of the College of Technology, Section 4, visitor to the College of Technology. Those in favor that these sections, together with the amendment made, form part of this bill and approved by this plenary, say aye. Aye. If you are against, say nay. The ayes have it. Also under part 2 is establishment of the governing council and committees. Those in favor that this plenary pass into law. Section 5, establishment of the governing council and committees. Section 6, composition of the council. Section 7, tenure. Section 8, functions of the governing council. Section 9, powers of the council. Section 10, committees of the council, which has to do with finance and general purposes committee, appointment and promotion committee, academic staff establishment committee, senior staff establishment committee, junior staff establishment committee, council appeal committee, management committee, the academic board, disciplinary committee, congressional committee, together with all the amendments made. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Also under part 3 we have is officers of the College of Technology, and they are under section 15, which is chairman of the governing council. Section 16, the rector. Section 17, the deputy rector. Section 18, the registrar. Section 19, the bursar. Section 20, the College of Technology librarian. Section 21, the College of Technology directors. Section 22, the deans of schools. And Section 23, heads of the department unit. Those in favor that these sections be incorporated and passed into law, together with the amendment made, say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Also under Part 4, transitional provisions. And these are Section 24, continuous in office of the council and academic board members. Continuous, Section 25, continuous in office of assistant principal officer and staff of the college. Section 26, existing academic structures of the college. Section 27, fellowships, diplomas, certificates, etc. of the college. And Section 28, transferred college lands, property, right and obligation. Those in favor that these sections as read out form part of this bill and pass into law together with all the amendments, say aye. Those against say nay, and the ayes have it. Also, Part 5 of this bill, I will put the question that those in favor that Part 5 be incorporated into this bill and pass into law, which is under miscellaneous provisions, and together with all the amendments made. And these are the sections. Section 29, convocation. Section 30, general funds of the College of Technology. Section 31, procurement regulations. Section 32, bank accounts. Section 33, investments. Section 34, regulation of the fund. Section 35, signatories to the College of Technology bank accounts. Section 36, common seal. Section 37, power to make regulation. Section 38, interpretation. Section 39, repeal. Section 40, citation. And also schedule. We have 3 schedules: Schedule 1, Schedule 2, and Schedule 3. Those in favor that these provisions, Section 29 to 40, and the schedules be incorporated into this bill together with the amendment and pass into law, those in favor say aye. Those in favor say aye. And those against say nay. I say the ayes have it. On that note, I can say we have come to the end of the consideration of this bill, and the bill can now be read for the 3rd reading. Clerk of the House, take the 3rd reading of this bill.
Right Honorable Speaker, sir. Distinguished honorable members, Ekiti State College of Technology, Ijero Ekiti, Bill 2025, the 3rd reading.
Thank you very much. Having read the Ekiti State College of Technology Bill, Ijero, for the 3rd reading, having taken the 3rd reading of the bill, I can say now that the bill has been passed into law, awaiting Mr. Governor's assent. Dear colleagues, let me appreciate and commend your industry on this particular bill. You have done well, a great job. I can see the energy put into it, resourcefulness put into it. I saw the debate on that day. I said to myself, wow. I look at the level of intellect, contributions made into the bill. And again, the report by the committee that I'm aware conducted a public hearing on this same bill, and stakeholders came from everywhere. I have the report, even from academic institutions, ministries, MDAs, and community people also came. Everybody that has one thing or the other to do with this bill, they all came. They all make their presentation. And after that, the committee also went back to do a thorough job, and they came up with that beautiful report that we consider at the Committee of the Whole House. And again, at the Committee of the Whole House also looked into other gray areas. And we come up with this clean copy of the bill. And today, the bill has now been passed into law. Now waiting for Mr. Governor's assent. Thank you very much for a great job. I commend you all. Well done. Thank you. On that note, and I would say that a great job has been done today. Freelia has been approved. MTSS approved. The bill establishing, reenactment of the College of Technology Ijero bill passed into law. Consideration of other matters. And today again, a motion was moved by Honorable Femi Akindele on the need to regulate the activities of lorry tippers and the rest of it who are carrying unsuitable materials on the road, particularly to avoid unnecessary accidents on our road and damage again to our vehicles. I've had occasions that while following a lorry, a stone that came from the same vehicle hit my windshield and broke it without any compensation. I think we should even have a law that if such happen, there must be compensation even from them. I think we will come up with a bill on that. Then also the need to ban on what's it called? To ban dumping of sand, granules on our roads in Ekiti State, particularly on the major roads, if not all the roads, but at least on major roads in the state. And that the House has also approved for resolution, and the resolution will be communicated. That is, I must say, it has been a very productive day, that you have done great job. Thank you. In some climb, I know some houses of assembly has actually gone on recess to resume on the 20th, some on the 26th of January, some in February. But here we are, still working, just because we want to ensure that this state, call our own state, Ekiti State, develop. I thank you honestly from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you. And I will continue to emphasize, even though they said in Yoruba, Iru inyira re lobe in Ekiti, but there is also nothing bad in also when you are doing well, you are proud of yourself. I say again that this is the best house any governor we ever wish to have, any state we ever wish to have. Is Ekiti State House of Assembly, the 7th Assembly. It has been adjudged as the best assembly, and we are proud to be that. Thank you very much. Congratulations to all of us. And may I also welcome Honorable Yomi Ayonide, who I believe and I am aware did his constituency engagement today. And you know, it's also good when you are doing your constituency engagement, you can also engage your colleagues in such gestures that you have given to your members, your constituents. Well done. I'm aware that a lot of us have you have your engagements fixed from next week to reach out to your constituent. And that is why we do everything within our possible to ensure that we close for the year so that you have that time to be able to reach out to your constituents from next week by the special grace of God. And if this house is able to pass the budgets as scheduled, as planned, we will, by the grace of God, sign the budget. We will take a decision together with the executive, a date next week, by the special grace of God. On that note, I call on the leader of the house to move the motion, the next motion. Thank you. Item 5.
Capacity Speaker, the speaking Speaker, my dear colleagues, the last item of our order of the day is adjournment. And in view of this, I would like to move the motion that this House adjourns its sitting until Wednesday, December 17, 2025, which is tomorrow.
Even if you don't want to move their motion for adjournment, those who have, some people can also prove their strength, and they have also shown you the strength that you must adjourn, and that is why they have taken what they need to take. So, so on that note, I call on Honorable Babatunde Lawrence Idowu to second the motion. The mic is working. It's working.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to second the motion has been moved by the leader of the House that this sitting be adjourned till tomorrow, Wednesday, 17th of December, 2025. I so second, Mr. Speaker.
It's on that note that I put the question, even if the light, let them bring the light, we are going. I put the question that those in favor that this House adjourn to tomorrow, Wednesday, the 17th day of December 2025. If you are in support, press yes. If you are against, press no. And the voting starts now. Yes, it's good. 15 people voted. One person said no, it will not go. 14 people say yes, it's time to go, to come back tomorrow, the 17th day of Wednesday. And as I always say, all the minority will have their say, we won't guard their voice. But it is important to also state that majority will have their way. On this note, the House is hereby adjourned as the years have it. I arise.